We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Touchdown! Defense wins championships, baby! Check, wheel, crunch.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Undercrush. Safe.
A give to Williams, running right. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On third down, Love. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. That's right, baby. Check six guard. Watch the twist. Go. 25. Check 25. General West. Hey, Sam off.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Check. Fresno.
To throw again. Eason trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Out. Shit.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Check 50. Watch twist.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Love. Got a man open. It's Ross. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
54 Mike. I know he ain't got it. Off. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, you get on the headache.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
On second down, this is Cannon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Love. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
X3, 218, chop it. Rock it. Check 13. Check. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
To throw on second down. Eason under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Leo.
Looking to throw. Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Get a little
closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, Oh, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
50 seconds to Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run there by Freeman. 68 yards on the ground.
And the Giants first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3. Defense.
Back to throw. Eason. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to throw. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
I got him. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun, Love going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Set up. 18 Gator. 58 right there. I'm scared.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw. Eason caught by his tight end Wesco. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Go. 90 Wolf. Get ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
You ain't doing nothing. Go on, go on. Switch. Hey, exit. Get it.
To throw on third down. Eason. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Sponge, hit it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Come on, D!
Throwing on first down. Love going deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam. Like.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Giants.
Ready? Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam. 58, boy, 58. 58, Mike. You got enough? 6-6. Pull it high. You got nothing. Watch the safety cream. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Eason. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Rosas puts this one through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. Check, 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 check. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Eason finds his tight end Ingram. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Rip right, rip right.
Looking to throw. Eason. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. 10 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Mike 54. So don't say nothing. Check your backer, check your backer. Greystone, travel. Hey, lock it. Put up. Put up.
To throw on second down. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
On third down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Barkley unable to get away on the 1st down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
58 to Mike. Chopper! You're not ready. Check 43.
On 1st down, Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Eason. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 1st touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hustle.
Operating from the gun. Love. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the gun, Love. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd and 5. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Pick it up, D. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
From the gun on third down, Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Yep. Boys, 58.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
18 Gator. I got him.
Now. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check Mike, check Mike. Look at me, zipper. Check. Shift. Kill. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Devontae. Freeman, his shiftiness doesn't pay off here in short yardage, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On 3rd down, Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Love. It's caught. Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Love. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Love. It's complete to Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
It's been a long day for you.
Operating from the gun, Love.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And his first throw here is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check it out.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
You're out. Ready?
Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On first down, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They run. This is Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. 50, plant. 50, right there. Here we go. Let's go.
Now Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Come on now, let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's coming. We got double up. Out. He's cracking. He's checking him. Crash.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
At the 47-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Man left, man left. 4 down, check, 4 down. Check safety.
From the gun, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
PAT up and good by Rosas, and that will extend this big lead. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.